Hello and welcome back to All Things Gumball. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. It's Friday afternoon, it's Friday evening, and it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. I was out working all day long, and I had my daughter with me. I should have taken the video camera with me, but I didn't. So I didn't get to interview her or anything like that, but I wanted to share with you something that happened to me today when I was out with her, Zoe. I was out with her checking a vending machine, and it's a place that sells tools to plumbers. And we have two machines there, or I should say I have two machines there. And they normally like the hot tamales, the Mike and Ike's, the jelly beans. And when we walked in there was a guy that was working there that I have never seen before. He was right there by the front door. They have the cash registers there, and he was kind of sitting at the cash register, kind of waiting for customers to come and go, and he was, going to check them out and ring up their orders and stuff like that. It's a place I've been to many, many, many times, and they call me all the time. That's why I say, leave your phone number on the machine. And they call me probably once a month, and they say, hey, we're out of candy, come and fill it up. So I do. I go there, and they called me a couple days ago, left a voicemail message. And I figured, okay, so we're going to head down there today. We drove down there, and as I walked in, I said, in my mind, I said to myself, I've never seen this guy before. So just, randomly speaking, I just said, hey, I've never seen you before. And I thought he was going to say, well, normally I work in the warehouse, or, I'm normally in the back office or something like that. But, he just said, well, I just got hired on. I'm a brand new employee. Now, my daughter thought of something that I didn't think of. And here's something you should ask people when you walk in and service the machine. She said to the guy, well, what do you like to eat? And I thought, wow, what a really smart question for her to ask, because I didn't think of asking that question, and it is a good question. Find out what the people want, And he said, I like the Reese's Pieces. And then he said, but the other employees have told me not to eat the Reese's Pieces because they're old. And I thought to myself, I don't know why they're saying that. I don't think the candy's old. But I thought, well, just to be on the safe side, let me freshen up the candy. Even a couple of months. So I said to myself, well, let me freshen up the candy. So I went to the car, and I didn't have any Reese's Pieces. So I came back in the store, and I told the guy, I said, I don't have any Reese's Pieces. I don't have any fresh bags of Reese's Pieces. So I can't put any, Reese's Pieces in the machine. And he's like, okay, no problem. He didn't really care. He's not really missing out on a quarter worth of candy, per day or every other day or whatever. And then I thought to myself, I could put something else inside of the machine. He's not going to get the Reese's Pieces, but at least I'll get rid of what they are saying is old. So I went to the car, and I pulled out some chiclets. Those are the little square gum, and I thought I'll just switch out the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter candies, the Reese's Pieces. And I had a different canister, of course, because you don't really want to throw something into a canister that had peanut butter in case someone's allergic to peanuts. So I took a different canister inside, and I put chiclets inside. Now, the reason that you want to do this, if someone says the candy is old, switch out the candy. Put a different candy. Don't put the same candy in. Now, this guy was saying that the Reese's Pieces was old, and like I said, I don't normally have old candy in my machines, but I thought, okay, I'll deal with what he's saying. I'm not going to ignore him. I want him to be happy. But even if I had a bag of Reese's, now originally, if I had a bag of Reese's, I would have switched it out. I would have just put the old in the trash and put the new in the vending machine. I didn't have any new bags of Reese's Pieces. So I put the chiclets in its place. Now what happens is, if you put, let's say that I did have a bag of Reese's Pieces, if I would have put them in the machine and thrown out the old, throw out the old, put in the new Reese's Pieces. Then when someone comes along who doesn't know that it's new, he's going to think, this is old, I don't want to touch it. And I may miss out on a lot of sales because nobody really knows it's new except for this guy, the guy that we were talking to. And he may not tell anybody. He may not really care to tell. He may not be the kind of person that wants to help out someone else. He doesn't want to help me out. Why would he want to help me out? He doesn't know me from Adam. So he may not tell everybody, hey, the Reese's Pieces, they're brand new. Get some, And so everybody who comes along and sees the Reese's Pieces, they're thinking that's the old stuff because it looks the same color and everything. So what I did was I put a different type of candy inside. I put some gum, some Chiclets gum. Now when they come along, they're spinning the vending machine around. It's got 4 sides. It's a carousel type machine. And they see there's no Reese's. But now they see something different instead. If the Skittles don't, or if the Chiclets don't sell, that's okay. What you're trying to do is you're trying to show these people, when you bring back the Reese's Pieces, that the Reese's Pieces are now new. Because they don't know that it's new if you change it that day. Now, if the Chiclets are there for, let's say, a month, or they're there for 2 months, and I go by and check it, I go there every 30 days. If I go by there and check it every 30 days, and 2 months go by and they've got Chiclets in that machine for 2 months, then when I bring in the Reese's Pieces, they're going to say, aha, this has to be fresh. And they're going to eat the Reese's Pieces. So even if they don't buy the Chiclets, they'll probably end up buying the Reese's Pieces down the road. And in all likelihood, since Chiclets are a big seller, maybe the Chiclets will stay in the machine. I hope that helps you with your vending business. Thank you again for subscribing to this website. And you will have another video coming tomorrow. All right, I will catch you on another video. Have a good morning, or have a good evening, or have a good afternoon.